What's up, YouTube? Back at you again with another video. This one is a well requested video. I know I've been talking about making it for quite some time and haven't got around to it, but let's talk about stocks. So what you see in front of you is TD Ameritrade. It's basically an investment tool that people use to buy, sell, and trade stocks, or a platform. So let's just go through actually opening a new account. So you would literally go up here to open a new account, and you see it says it only takes 15 minutes. What you'll need to open up an account, I mean, it's simple: first name, last name, email address, phone number they can reach you in. Are you a US citizen? Then down here you pretty much pick what kind of brokerage account you want. Whether it's an individual, joint tenants, traditional IRA, Roth IRA, rollover IRA, trust. I don't really mess with the UTMA/UGMA. So it depends on what kind of investment strategy you're trying to use. I have 3 brokerage accounts. This is pretty much my day trading account. I don't day trade often, but sometimes I do, so I created this account. And also, this account would be good to use for demonstration purposes. But basically, what I did was I went to individual account, and then I just kept going down, and I want to actively trade stocks. So that's what I put in, and if you have a code, then you pretty much agree to the terms. Later on after you do that, you'll have to link your bank account to it and transfer a small amount of money to get started. I think I transferred like 50 or 60 bucks the first time. It wasn't a large amount, and that's what I used just to put in my account. Yeah, it's pretty much straightforward, and like I said, it only takes 15-20 minutes, just like that website says. It doesn't really take that long. You'll answer a few questions pertaining to your finances, and you'll have to enter your social security. Don't be alarmed about that. I mean, but you got to think about it. With any account that you have, your social security is linked to it, and it's not only for the brokerage account company, but also it's your protection against your money. Just in case something happens, you can easily verify a person with their social security. So that's another step up in here. You'll pretty much enter your personal information, review and edit, agree to the terms, and then you'll create your login. So after you log in, you'll be greeted with a page that looks like this. And I know a lot of this information may look overwhelming, but it's not. Just take your time and get to know some of the fields, and I'll show you what you really need to look at when you're buying and selling stocks. So what you would do is just go up here to trade, and then you have stocks and ETFs, mutual funds, and futures. I don't really mess with futures. I pretty much mess with ETFs, stocks, and mutual funds. But I'm going to show you just how simple it would be to buy a stock. You would pretty much go here to the buy and sell, and you would look up the company, and you'll put in a quantity of how much you want to buy. So let's say you wanted to buy a share of Facebook. You would literally go here, type in 1, make sure it's on buy, type in 1, and then you would look up the symbol of Facebook. I know Facebook is FB, so I would go there and I would do a symbol lookup. Then this page will pop up, and it'll show you all of the symbols, or all of the symbols for that word or letter that you put in. Usually a ticker symbol is about 3 characters long. In this case, Facebook is 2. So I would just click on Facebook. So after I click on Facebook, it pops up down there. I can exit out of here. Then I would go to buy. I would literally click on buy, and then down here you have a buy action field. So I would click buy. I would click 1. The stock is Facebook, and then you have ordering types. So let me tell you about ordering types. A limit is basically what you will buy, where you'll buy the stock at. whether the price right now it's $141. So if it gets to $142, you put that in for your limit. That would be as much as you'll pay for the stock. Or if it reached $140, you wouldn't buy it until it got to 140. So basically, this is not a execution, but basically a limit on whether or not the stock reaches the price you want, which then it would be considered a market trade, and then it would trade at that price because that would be the current price of the stock in that market. Then you would just go here, you would put in the price, and then you would put in the time of day, and you would click review order, and then you would submit the order. And I mean, that's it, you bought your first stock. If you wanted to do a market, basically what a market is self-explanatory. You're buying it at the market price. So you click market, it takes out the option for the price because you're buying it at whatever the market is. So you will be buying it at 141. Let's see, you go down, and the stock market is kind of the same thing. When the stock reaches whatever price of the stock market price, that's what you would buy it at. I mean, these three are pretty much kind of self-explanatory. Stop market, stop limit, and limit. They're pretty much self-explanatory. The limit won't let you'll put the price at that and won't buy it until it goes to that specific price. In the stock market, it won't buy it or sell it until it goes to that specific price. I don't mess with T-stock. So yeah. Then we could go over here, and if you wanted to sell it, it's the exact same thing. You will put the quantity of how many shares you own. If you own 5 shares of Facebook, you can sell them at a stock market price. You can sell them at the market price of however much is trading at that day, or you can sell it at a limit, meaning I don't want to sell them until they get to 142 or 143. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Buying and selling stocks is like very easy, especially when you have like a real good platform like TD Ameritrade. I don't use this as my trading account for my IRA. I actually use another brokerage account, and if you want to message me, I'll tell you about that one, but I'm not going to put it on here just because it has a lot of money in it compared to my TD Ameritrade, which is just for demonstration purposes. Over here you can see your cash balance of how much money is in your account that you can trade with. That's pretty much it. If you wanted to actually search for what's going on throughout the day, you can go to overview of markets. You can look at the news. You can see what's been going on. And actually today the market was pretty strong. I think I made roughly about $20 on my money just sitting in my IRA. So yeah, the market was pretty bullish today. But yeah, you can go here and you can research and search around and look for different stocks up here. Through the symbols, we can type in Twitter. People like to use Twitter for demonstration purposes. And I mean, right now you can see it's at $14.94, and it's went down a little bit. If you wanted to buy Twitter, you'll pretty much click on it. It's Twitter. You click buy. It brings down to the bottom. You buy. You put the quantity you want. The stock is Twitter, and you pick which order type you want to use. 9 times out of 10, the market order is going to execute immediately. The stop market, stop limit, and the limit, they won't execute until whatever price you've set in. After that, you've purchased your first stock. I know a lot of people ask me, how do I know which stock to buy? I pretty much just do research, or I buy what I like, or I buy what I use a lot, and I'll take you through some of my stocks just so you can get a feel. So I mean, I use Yahoo Finance a lot. I use the NASDAQ website a lot as well, but I usually put in my company over here, and I'll look at the historical data, but we can use this as a demonstration. So these are some of my stocks, and we can look at Facebook, for example, and you would click on Facebook, or you would put Facebook in the ticker symbol up here and click on it. And right here you can see pretty much how it's been trading with this interactive graph. I usually look, when I buy stocks and that I know I'm going to keep a long time, I usually look back till 2008 just to see from 2008 now how they act during the stock market crash, and how did they recover, and are they progressing, or are they just kind of stagnant. So yeah, you can do a 5-year, or you can do a max. I usually go all the way back and I look and I see, okay, well, Facebook, it started at, around 27 bucks or something, and you can see that it just rose over the years. And you got to keep in mind, if you're trying to day trade, these aren't good stocks to get into, because the price of them are so high, and you won't make a enormous return trying to short a stock like Facebook. Buying 10 shares of Facebook, trying to short it, you won't make any money, even though, as you can see, Facebook continuously goes up throughout the months. So it really is a good stock to get into. If you don't have it, I would suggest you buy Facebook as a stock to have in your portfolio. But another thing I look at besides just the charts and the graph, I go here to historical data, and this is a good pretty much place to go to look at, to see where stocks open, the high that they got throughout the day, the low that they got throughout the day, and the close. So I mean, you can see Facebook opened at 140 and 140.35, and it closed at $141.76. So if you had 10 shares of that, you roughly made about 11 bucks, 11, 12 bucks today. And you can actually go down throughout and see close, and I use that to measure whether the stock is going up or down. I go, okay, well, it's 133, and then it closed at 133, so it actually gained 72 cents, or actually gained 22 cents. But then you'll look and you'll see, okay, well, it went down to 160. That's where it opened. So that means, that the day when the stock market opened, everybody that had sales from last night sold, which brought the stock down. I pretty much don't buy or sell during the opening of the market and at the very end of the market. I never buy and sell. I sell at all. I'm just straight holding. My TD Ameritrade account is used to day trade, but reading the book like The Intelligent Investor, they talk about how you shouldn't put a lot of money in to day trade. I mean, it's fun to do, but it's foolish to try to beat the market and time stocks and try to make a lot of money off of stocks that way, unless you have like a tremendous amount of money and you know for certain, which nobody does, that a stock is going to perform well that day. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. This was a quick video. I don't want to make it too long, but just going back to TD Ameritrade. If you're trying to open up an account, it's very easy. It only takes 15-20 minutes. Go through the steps, enter your personal information, your mailing address, your phone number, date of birth. You review and you edit it. You agree to the terms, and then you create your login. You're presented with this page, and you're ready to trade. Whatever company you want to buy, you do the research on it. You put in the ticker symbol, or you can do a symbol lookup. You go to buy, it pops up at the bottom. You put in your quantity. You put in what order type you want. You review the order and you submit it. It's literally that simple. I mean, if you have any other questions of me pertaining on other sites that I go to look up to analyze stocks, you can feel free to message me or DM me, and I'll send you a link to all of those. But yeah, buying and holding stocks, I feel, is a good way to produce wealth over time. Day trading is just for fun. I would never try to use day trade to become rich. I've seen people that have lost all of their money and then some on margin trying to day trade become rich. People have done it in the past, but the percentage versus the people that have lost money is not good. So yeah, just keep that in mind. CB Life Hacks. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on here. Like, subscribe, share this video. I'm just trying to get the word out about buying stocks. This has nothing to do with day trading. I can go into another video of that if people want to, on the actual other platforms you can use to analyze and see stocks as they go up and down. But this is just a simple video showing you how to open an account, buy and sell stocks, and look at the historical data and look at how the stock has been doing throughout the months, weeks, and years. So with that being said, that's it. Peace.